Hello, and welcome to this presentation of Creating Inner Alignment by Clarifying Who You Want to Be. This presentation is brought to you by Troy Ann Williams and www.selfsabotagebehavior.com. Hello, I'm Troy Ann Williams, and I'd like to start by telling you just a little bit about myself. I've been studying the nature of self-sabotage behavior for my entire adult life, and I've been developing tools and materials for breaking free from self-sabotage behaviors and barriers for well over 25 years now. I am an NLP, which is Neuro-Linguistic Programming, master practitioner and a certified hypnotherapist. I worked for many years in the corporate world, as well as having worked as a consultant to small businesses and individuals for an additional many years. I definitely have a been there, done that frame of reference when it comes to breaking free from self-sabotage barriers and behaviors. I do this work because I believe that everyone has a purpose in life. I believe that everyone has the potential for greatness. My favorite part of this work is that I get to help others find that greatness. And I get to witness miracles as people move toward the happiness and success they once only dreamed of. My unwavering goal in life is to help people find their true hidden powers so they can achieve their most valued goals. Over the years, there is a constant and consistent belief that has proven itself to me over and over and over again. And that is, the law of attraction must be accompanied by the law of inner alignment and the law of right action. It's a thorn in my side when I hear people making it sound like if you master the law of attraction, you don't have to do the work to create what you want. But what I know to be true is that you must be in alignment with your sense of worthiness for what it is that you want to attract. And you must do the work that will create what you want to attract. So, what it is that I'm really trying to tell you is this. You can purchase, study, and follow every get-rich-quick or self-help program on the planet, legitimate or not, but you will not create and keep the wealth or happiness that you desire until you break free from your inner barriers and truly achieve inner alignment with doing the work of creating and attracting what you want in your life. So today's topic is about creating inner alignment by clarifying who you want to be. The world is a wonderful place to be. However, it is also filled with challenging people and challenging events that test your ability to stay in inner alignment with who you truly want to be. Each of us has triggers, or what I refer to as buttons, that when pushed, we respond in an emotionally charged, sometimes inappropriate manner. When we respond from an emotionally charged place with a knee-jerk reaction, it typically leaves us feeling bad, feeling guilty, shameful, worthless, or damaged for reacting in a way that wasn't in alignment with who we really want to be. We feel that way because we responded from a place that controlled us, rather than us choosing a controlled and desired response. Getting very clear on who you really want to be will help you to begin responding from a healthier place, and it will help you to begin breaking free from the self-sabotaging behavior of being knocked off balance when life presents you with challenges that test your sense of well-being and self-worth. To arm yourself with a genuine inner sense of worthiness and self-assurance, you must remind yourself on a conscious level who the person is that you really want to be, no matter what anyone else is doing or saying, or no matter what else is going on around you. The key is to always begin with the end in mind. The important question you must answer for yourself is, what kind of person do I really want to be? Do you want to be a person who responds from a place of love and compassion no matter what is going on around you? If so, how would that you respond to direct or indirect statements of criticism? So, for example, suppose you were at a social gathering and someone that you never really got along with makes a passive-aggressive yet clearly disparaging comment about your spouse. If you were going to respond from a genuine place of love and compassion towards others, how would you respond? Well, perhaps you would respond by saying that your spouse has many wonderful qualities, and if that's the worst thing that anyone could criticize about them, then, well, you're okay with that because you love them. Do you want to be a person who has a deep inner sense of self-worth no matter what is going on around you? If so, how would that you respond to the passive-aggressive behaviors of a person who wants to make you feel less than? So, for example, suppose you were at a business gathering and someone you work with is doing their best to undermine your self-confidence by gossiping to you that the executives are at this meeting to evaluate who will be laid off in the coming weeks. If you were going to respond from a deep inner sense of self-worth, how would you respond? Well, perhaps you would respond by thanking the person for sharing the information and then telling them that you know that whatever happens, it will all work out for the best. It always does. Or perhaps you would respond by saying that, it would be unfortunate if the company really has to lay people off from their jobs. However, it does no good whatsoever to spend energy worrying about what might happen when you have projects and objectives to focus on that keep you plenty busy. Do you want to be a person who responds from a genuine sense of personal joy and happiness, no matter what is going on around you? If so, how would that you respond to someone who has a high need to make himself feel good by putting others down? So, for example, suppose you were at a family gathering and you accidentally knock over a drink, and one of your family members starts teasing you in a harsh manner about being a clumsy idiot and that you always had a lack of grace. If you were going to respond from a deep inner sense of personal joy and happiness, how would you respond? Well, perhaps you would respond by ignoring the comments and just cleaning up the mess, because you know his comments really say more about him than they do about you. Or perhaps you would say in a calm and nice tonality that everyone spills things from time to time, so let's just focus on cleaning up the mess and get back to having a fun time together. Take the time now to decide who you really want to be. This knowledge will serve you in very significant ways. It will provide you with a solid sense of worthiness for creating and attracting the things you want for your life. Carrying around the knowledge of who you want to be will give you a foundation from which you will respond when facing challenging people and situations. You can have anything you want if you will give up the belief that you can't have it. So I'll take just a moment now to remind you that the two fundamental pieces of the Break Free from Self-Sabotage Behavior process are the two workbooks, the How to Recognize Self-Sabotage Behavior workbook and the Break Free from Self-Sabotage Behavior workbook that has the step-by-step process in it. So anytime that you feel like you are sabotaging yourself and getting in the way of your own success, you can take these two foundational pieces of the program and work your way through the step-by-step process to break free from those self-sabotaging barriers. So I'll leave you with this thought. By perseverance, the snail reached the ark. Thank you for joining us today. This presentation was brought to you by Troy Ann Williams and www.selfsabotagebehavior.com.